Hi guys, how are you today? That's good. Say, do you guys know how to make a heart with your hands? I'll show you. Put up both hands, curve your fingers without almost touching your thumb, and put them together. And then you have a heart. Good job. Well, in today's story, I will be reading to you The Valentine Express by Nancy Elizabeth Wallace. On February 14th, Mrs. Bloom asked, "Who is our calendar helper today?" "Me," said Mina. "It's Valentine's Day." She taped a paper heart over the 14. "Let's talk about Valentine's Day," said Mrs. Bloom. "Would anyone like to share?" "Valentine's Day is about love and friendship," said Mina. "And giving each other cards," added Tyrone. "And candy," said Lindsay. "My dad gave my mom flowers," said Vanessa. "It's about saying and doing nice things," said Miguel. "And everybody being everybody's friend." "Yes, it's a day to be extra thoughtful and caring," agreed Mrs. Bloom. "But how did celebrating Valentine's Day begin?" she asked. "Nobody really knows. It may have started in ancient Rome. During a festival held in February, young men picked names from an urn in hopes of finding someone to marry. It may have started with someone named Valentine, who lived long, long ago. There are several stories about Valentine. One story tells us how he was kind to children and he sent a note to a young friend and signed it from "Your Valentine." Or it may have started because in the old days everyone thought the birds found their mates on February 14th. It may have started for all these reasons, but one thing we do know for sure, for hundreds of years, sweethearts have been sending each other notes and cards, gifts and flowers. Mrs. Bloom pointed to her heart. The heart and feelings go together. We say things like, "You're my sweetheart. My heart throbs for you." So what shape is a symbol of love? The class knew. The heart they shouted. "And I'm sure you know who this is," said Mrs. Bloom. The class shouted, "Cupid!" "Oh no, not more love stuff," groaned Dave. Mrs. Bloom smiled. Long, long ago, people also believed there really was a Cupid. If he shot a magic golden arrow into someone's heart, that person would fall in love. Today, Valentine's Day is celebrated in many countries around the world. Austria giving flowers and baking special cookies. Denmark pressing snowdrops and giving them as a gift. Italy having a feast. England singing songs, giving fruit, sending unsigned cards. Japan giving chocolate candy. United States and Canada giving candy, flowers, gifts, sending cards. Knock, knock, knock. Someone was at the classroom door. "Come in," called Mrs. Bloom. Vanessa's mom brought in 2 plates of heart-shaped cookies. Mina's dad bought in a pitcher of pink lemonade punch. Mmm, yummy. And everyone gave everyone Valentines. Those are a lot of nice Valentine's cards, I think. After school, Mina and Pip walked home. When they got to their street, Mrs. Wonder was hobbling toward them. "Happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. Wonder," they said. "Oh, is it today? Looks like your bags are filled with Valentines," Mina answered. "I got one from every bunny in my class." "I got one from every bunny in my class, too," said Pip. "Did you get lots, Mrs. Wonder?" "I used to when I was young," she said. "Well, happy Valentine's Day." She went into her house. Mina and Pip kept walking. I wonder if grown-ups get Valentines, said Mina. What if Mrs. Wonder didn't get any? I wonder if Madame Dottie got one, or Mr. and Mrs. Checker, or Big Stewart, they said together. Let's make Valentines for them, said Mina. I think that's a really nice idea. When they got home, they told Dad about their idea. That's a very thoughtful thing to do, he said. While you're creating Valentines, I'll be in the kitchen cooking something special for supper and dessert. Don't peek. We won't. Mina went and got her art box. It was filled with colored paper, a glue stick, and markers, scissors, and string, wooden craft, sticks, tape, and a pencil. Pip got his scissors. Can you make a Valentine, Pip? Asked Mina. Hearts are hard to cut, Mina. Just do your best. Pip started cutting. Mina did too. She cut out one big paper heart and wrote on it. Then she cut it into puzzle pieces. Be my Valentine. A puzzle for Mrs. Wonder, said Mina. She put all of the puzzle pieces into a white envelope. Ooh la la, said Mina. I have a great idea for Madame Dottie. She cut a large triangle, then she cut two hearts for wings and cut a blue butterfly body. She pasted the butterfly onto the triangle. Pip held the triangle while Mina taped it to a skinny stick. Viola, a flag for Madame Dottie, said Mina. Mr. and Mrs. Checker love playing games. Instead of tic-tac-toe, said Mina, giggling, I will make them tic-tac heart. Mina took a piece of pink paper and a piece of purple paper. She folded the pink paper in half and then in half again. She cut out 4 pink hearts, then 4 more pink hearts. She did the same thing with the purple paper. Next, she measured a square and cut it. Then she took some purple and pink paper and cut out 4 skinny strips to fit the square. Pip helped hold the paper strips straight while Mina glued them in place. Mr. and Mrs. Checker are going to love playing this game, said Mina. She put 5 pink hearts and 5 purple hearts in the square into a big envelope. Now, said Mina, time to deliver puzzle. For Mrs. Wonder, flag for Madame Dottie, tic-tac-toe, heart, for Mr. and Mrs. Checker, and for Big Stewart. Pip held something in his hands behind his back. These are not good hearts, Mina. Can I see? Mina asked. Pip put some of his hearts on the table and stuffed the rest into his pocket. They are my practice hearts. Mina thought for a minute. That's okay, Pip. You are busy helping me. Do you have an idea for Mina? He asked. I'm thinking, she said. You have extra hearts, Mina, said Pip. We can make a... Mobile, she shouted. Mina got 2 craft sticks and string from her art box, holding the sticks in an X. She wound string around and around the middle. Next, she cut 4 pieces of string the same length. She and Pip taped 2 purple hearts and 2 pink hearts to the strings. Then Mina tied the strings to the end of the sticks. Now they had a mobile for Big Stewart. We better carry this Valentine, said Mina, so it doesn't get all tangled. They loaded Pip's wagon. We're the Valentine Express, said Mina, delivering valentines to Mrs. Wonder and Madame Dottie. and Mr. and Mrs. Checker and Big Stewart. Have fun, said Dad, but hurry along, it's getting close to supper time. Happy Valentine's Day, Mrs. Wonder. A heart-shaped puzzle for you. Oh, how clever, how nice. Thank you, Mina and Pip. At the next house, Pip buzzed the buzzer. Madame Dottie opened the door, and he handed her the flag. Happy Valentine's Day! Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Miss Miss. Madame Dottie waved her flag. Merci beaucoup. Mina changed the bell at the third house. Well, look who's here, said Mr. Checker. Mina said, Valentine Express delivering a game for you. And a pretty mobile for the missus. And Mr. Checker, ooh, said Mrs. Checker. I will hang it in the kitchen. You are filling our home with hearts and love. Thank you, sweet neighbors. But started Pip. Mina grabbed Pip's hand. But we'd better get going. At the end of the Checker's path, the Valentine's Express stopped. Mina sighed. Mrs. Checker loved our mobile, but now we don't have a Valentine for Big Stewart. What will we do? Mina asked Pip. I'm thinking, said Mina. Do you have an idea, Mina? Pip asked. I'm still thinking, she answered. Then she said, If only we had your hearts, Pip. They are in my pocket, Mina, he said. They are? Good, she said. Now we need to find a big twig. I wonder what they'll do. Pip found one near a tree. He brought it over to Mina. Mina gently pushed Pip's heart onto the small branches. Wow, said Pip, I like it. The Valentine Express was making deliveries again. Ding, ding, dong. What do we have here? Asked Big Stewart. Come in, Mina and Pip. What a creative Valentine. Ooh, I think that was a really nice idea. With the tree. With the tree branch. That's so cool. Big Stewart put his Valentine in a vase on the mantel. It's perfect, he said. It's the art of friendship. Then Mina and Pip and the Valentine Express headed home. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for listening, and to always learn to spread love. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.